Goes now.
And I'm pretty sure we're live. Hello, everybody. This is really weird being back this fast. I woke up this morning and was like, oh, I need to prep for this session because it's today, not in another 2 weeks, which I loved. But yeah, welcome back. We are mid dungeon, as always, it seems, to be starting things, which is great. Before we jump into everything, the wonderful Nico is going to give us a recap of what happened last session.
Hello. So, when we last left off, we were confronted by the Red Brands, and they attacked us. Luckily, we managed to take them out, and a mysterious stranger greeted us. A drow, possibly Loth worshipper, wanted us to trade our mysterious box for anything we desired. We told her we would think about it, and we had a whole day to meet up with her, and she really seemed to want the box, and she didn't seem to shy away from violence to get it. So that's going to be on our minds. Then we met up with Seldar and the Townsmaster, and seeing as how we just killed a few of the Red Brands, they wouldn't be too happy about that. So our options were either to just leave the town to defend for themselves, or try to take out the leader. And that's what we're going to do. We also opened the box finally and found out that inside was a mechanical bird, somewhat magical, somewhat mm, mechanical, very strange, very lifelike. And we decided to put it back in the box, and I believe Tovar has hold of it now. So our plan was to dress up Nico and Auric as Red Brands. We marched into the Red Brand hideout, which is the shanty bar, and now we're in the tunnels where we have Cecil, Ransom, and Tovar pretend tied up, and we're trying to navigate through the hideout. And we've just encountered a jail cell with two guards, and Nico has graciously taken out one of them.
And that is where we join our heroes again. Thank you so much for that amazing recap. So Nico just cleanly got rid of one of the guards, but the second guard shouted out help as loud as he could and started running. Now, as he had a bit of an advance there, what he's actually going to do is take a disengage and pretty much run to the center of here. And what you see is you see him tap a button on the side of the wall, and all three of the coffins and tombs that were in that area slowly start to fall open, and anyone on the edge can start to see three undead skeletons rising from the coffins. What I'm going to need from everybody is to roll initiative.
Crunchy.
Just had to be the hero.
Okay.
Oh, mine's not connecting, I don't think, to the thing, but I rolled a 4.
Yeah, if
Oh,
you
it's
just...
my
Oh,
name.
no, it did pop up.
Okay, it's taking a second.
Yeah.
Did you roll a 4 or did you roll an 11?
I rolled an 11.
Oh, yeah, that's Tovar that rolled the 11.
Oh, that isn't needed. Give me a second. Maybe get me skeletons to roll initiative. Okay, whose initiative isn't on the thing? I only see Tobar and Oryx, which is great.
Yeah, that's all I see as well.
It's all good. Okay, so we have we've got Ransom with a 15. Nice. We have...
Because I'm super cool.
Tovar's done. Oryx done. Nico with a 16. And then finally Cecil really acting fast here at the
I'm just so
fourth
speedy.
initiative.
I have so much initiative. I want to fight these skeletons so bad that I'm gonna go second to last.
You're just completely distracted. You're like, oh, cool, bones.
Bones. I love bones.
Okay, let me organize that real quick. Sweet. So, top of the initiative, this little skeleton boy really bouncing up pretty quickly, it seems. His one was spring loaded or something like that. So he, this guy over here is going to, these you can tell like are clearly being controlled, and they immediately go to protect the guy who ran away, and they will ready in action for anyone that comes near to swing at them. Oric, your turn.
The door is open, right?
The door is open. Yeah, please ignore the picture. If you can see through something, imagine that you can imagine that the door is open.
Okay, all right. And is Ransom on Cecil currently or no?
Yeah,
Yeah,
I
okay,
am.
cool. So I have a pretty easy line of sight then, right here, right?
Yeah, for sure.
Okay.
Also, Ransom is small anyway, so would never get in the way.
Okay.
Yeah, you can shoot straight over me.
I'm gonna cast Hail of Thorns as a bonus action as I pull out an arrow and little barbed spikes sort of appear at the end, and I'm just going to shoot an arrow at the skeleton that's right in front of me because I can't really hit the dude behind me.
Okay, roll to attack.
17.
Yeah, this guy's just bones. That hits for sure. So what does that means that both the skeleton and the red brand now need to roll dex saves, right?
Just let's see. In addition to the normal effect, the target and each creature within it must make a dexterity saving throw. Yes, both need to make a dex save.
Okay, they both fail. So yeah, roll damage.
Oh, now it's minimum damage.
Oh. Felt that one.
So the skeleton takes
14.
14 damage, and the red brand takes 9, as the arrow just explodes in a bunch of spikes and spines.
You see these, it sort of like hits closer inside the skeleton, and as it explodes, it just tears apart. Like literally, it's being held together by sinew and wishes, essentially, and it completely explodes with the shards going right up the red brand's face. He screams in pain. And Nico, or did you want to do anything else? Any movement or anything?
Nope, that's everything else.
Okay, yeah. Nico, your shout, your go.
All right. So if I wanted to move here, could I just step between Tovar and Cecil, or would I have to go around like this?
You could go through there. Like it's that's totally fine. It would be I think it would be the same amount of time anyway, wouldn't it?
Same distance, yeah.
Yeah, you're good.
Also, is this a valid spot to stand, like over here?
Yes.
Or is it it's a one tile hallway?
Yeah, no, that's fine to stand.
All right, so I'll go here.
Okay.
Oh, they're pretty far away. I am gonna grapple the guard.
Okay. The DM's bane of existence, knowing the difference between grapple and hold. I think it is a
contest of strength, I believe it's called.
Yeah, it is. I can't remember if it is athletics or just a straight strength. It is. Make an athletics check.
All right. 17. Guard has to beat that.
The guard rolls a 10. He is totally grappled. That means he cannot move whatsoever. And you also, because he's being held down, anyone that wants to attack against him, it will get advantage.
All right. And so I sort of like do since he's running away, I catch up to him. I sort of do a chokehold behind him, grabbing him with my real arm. And now since I'm grappling someone, my movement speed is halved. So I'm gonna take my last 10 feet and only move here, but I'm gonna drag him one back then.
Ooh, okay. So you stop him from running to go and get help, which is very, very good. Anything else you want to do with the bonus action?
No, I am good.
Okie dokie, Ransom, that is you.
Okay. Let's see. If I use a ranged weapon on the red brand, I'll have disadvantage, right?
No, because you've got someone close to him as well. So with pack tactics, that would make it just a flat roll.
Okay. Actually, can I use my short bow on this skeleton?
You can indeed, yeah. You probably have to move like
Okay.
In front of Auric, but yeah.
Yeah, I can do that.
Okay.
Okay. That's what I'm gonna do.
Okie dokie, go for it. 13, that just hits.
Okay.
And 7 damage. Nice. Cool. Yeah, you fire off your crossbow. Your short bow. It's a skeleton. It's made of bones. It like chips in, and like you see like some of its bones just like falling off, and you see it, with every hit like struggling to hold together. But whatever magic is keeping it there just reboosts up, and it manages to stay afloat.
Okay, and then as a bonus action, can I use my prehensile tail feet to give a help action to Nico?
For sure. What do you want to help him do?
I just want to like help him keep the red brand. There.
Okay, sure. So what I'll do is, because the red brand will try and escape, I'll make sure that he has disadvantage in any way to try and get out.
Cool.
Sounds good. Cool. Tovar.
First thing I'll do is try and like work my way out into the hallway.
Mhm.
About like here.
Yep.
So I can get a better line of sight. Now. Which one did Ransom shoot, by the way?
This one here.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go for the one further back with an Eldritch Blast.
Okie dokie, go for it.
Is that a disadvantage because someone's within 5 feet of him?
Is Eldritch Blast a range? It is, yes. It does count as disadvantage, though.
Right.
It's a skeleton. Odds of you hitting, still pretty high.
Right. Yeah. Alright, whatever. Just double check. See what...
Ooh.
Music just kicked in for me, and I was like, what is that sound coming from?
16 on both. That for sure hits.
Alright. 11
11 force damage. You see this crackle through him, and like part of one of its arms falls off. You can see its like leg bones crack. It has a dark energy flowing from it that is literally the only thing that is keeping it pulled together. It is on death's door at that point. You still have a bonus action if you want to use it.
No, I might as well ask.
Yeah.
Is there any significance to like the magic that's holding these skeletons together? Since, as far as we knew, this was just a bandit keep, and they got skeletons for some reason.
You can roll. You could roll a perception check if you want like a to answer that question, like why the hell are skeletons here? If you wanted to roll Arcana, you could probably find out a little bit more.
All right. 12.
12. So with that, you're right. You're right in thinking like this is a little bit weird. While you don't specifically, like, you can't tell the type of magic or anything like that, but with the dark energy that you're seeing, you've researched a fair amount and you can tell that this isn't like traditional magic. This is the magic of the Underdark, of the the dangers and the weird things that live below our world. So you can assume that these have been put here to help. Definitely not by the bandits, by something that is not from this area normally.
He just kind of like gives a quick nod to himself, then pass the next turn.
Cool, sweet. That is the red brand's turn. He is going to try and sprint away and get the hell out of there. Nico, if you can roll a athletics check, you got to beat a 7. I know that seems pretty difficult.
Oof, man, I get advantage too, right? Because of
Yep.
ransom helping. Awesome. I think
He
I done it.
he pretends to go limp because he thinks you're gonna loosen your grip, and then tries to like push really hard, and you just like keep that stone grip, and he just thumps himself in the throat, starts like choking and coughing. He tries to swing at you with just like a dagger as well. But rolls a nat 1 and so drops it on the floor as well as he's coughing and is just flailing about like, please stop. And that is his turn. That is going to be this skeleton over here, who is going to run up to this point here, take out a bow, and try and fire at Nico to try and get him to drop the red brand. Does a 15 hit?
It does not.
Nope. He fires. It just clinks off your armor. This skeleton is like literally barely being held together. Can't quite get the strength across to get to you. And Cecil, that is your turn.
Oh boy, here we go. Okay. You mentioned that he pressed a button to like activate these guys.
He did, yeah, it's over here.
Would there be any way if I could like tell whether or not that button can do more, like activate more of these guys?
You'd have to run to it. If you want to roll a wisdom, just a flat wisdom check, I can give you some common sense that you could sort of gauge from that from your area.
Oh god. Oh, there's still 2 skeletons left too. Huh?
That won't be an action though, so
Oh, okay.
you still get your stuff.
And it won't cause me any issues to go past them, right? Because the red brand is grappled.
Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah, if you want to go up to it,
ahead
you can investigate
go
it.
over to that button.
Okay.
Investigate that button. What is
Cool.
my wisdom?
Well, with that, roll investigation.
Okay.
Or wisdom will help. Yeah. Okay. With that, you can clearly see this. Like it's still ingrained in the wall. Looking around, there's 3 coffins. There were 3 skeletons. You can assume that whatever this trap was, just this. But with the fact that you knew there was a trap in the past, like there was a spike trap that you were told to disable by the initial guys, you can assume that there is probably hidden stuff in most of these rooms that you can look around it.
Okay, well with that, then I will, as my action, cast Chill Touch on this guy.
Okay.
And roll that. I don't know if it's going over there fast or not, but
24 for sure. Yeah, roll damage.
it's going, I promise.
boom! You have this necrotic hand that comes out, and you see, like, with the magic that it holds it together, it almost just freezes through the like veins of whatever this would like the equivalent of veins on a skeleton, and it just shatters, freezes, falls apart in a pile of bones. You still have a bonus action if you would like to do that.
Don't think I have anything I can do aside from. Let me check. Yeah, no, I don't have anything else. I will
Okie
just
dokie.
instead go ahead and maybe I'll stay where I am.
Okay, sounds good. This skeleton is going to come over to try and take a swing at Nico to get rid of the grapple. I take it a 7 doesn't hit.
No, I just kick it away like when you have peanut butter and your dog's trying to eat it.
It just like flings away. It also is like barely being held together, and that is Oryx go.
There's a lot of people just sort of in this hallway currently.
Yeah.
What does it cost to like take out or like put away my longbow and take something else out?
I absolutely hate the idea that it costs time to switch your weapons, and I think that is nitty gritty stuff. So it's free. Do it as much as you want.
I'm gonna put my longbow away and pull out just like from like my back like 2 small short swords.
Okay. Go ahead and roll a wisdom saving throw for me.
Oh no, I don't
Oh,
I don't want to. I don't want to pull it out. I want to leave it there.
And that 20? Holy shit. Okay, you feel as you pick up these swords, they are wrong. Like you absolutely, like you feel like you want to throw them away. They feel just like spiky and awkward in your hands. Like this is not good to be holding. But you sort of like take a step back and try and look at them and think logically, like that makes no sense. What do you mean? These are just swords. You like take a bit of a breather, grab hold of them, get back to concentrating, and go ahead and take your 10.
Okay. That was weird. I guess I'm going to half the stuff on this screen I can't interact right now. Can't even move my token. Hold on, I'm gonna
Try using click on your token and using the arrow keys is normally how I do it.
let me see if that'll help. As soon as it loads back in, I'm sorry. Click. There we go. 5 and
Cool.
I'll move right there.
Okay.
And I am going to wait, are we killing this guy?
Can I yell out, "Don't kill him"? I want to question him.
Okay.
You can do
I-
non-lethal damage though
Oh,
if you
no.
want to.
Okay. I'm gonna I'm gonna hit it with the butt of my short sword then.
Okay, sounds good. 16 for sure hits.
10 bludgeoning damage?
You, with just like the speed and grace of a ranger, quickly thwack straight in this red brand's like in the middle of his head, and he just slumps down completely unconscious in one hit.
Okay. And then for my bonus action, I'm gonna use 2 weapon fighting and take the other short sword and swing it around and hit the skeleton, or try to.
Go ahead.
19.
That still hits.
Okay. I'll roll this manually because I don't get dexterity. 1 damage.
You clip him, you chip away some of the bone, and the magic starts to like leak out a little bit, but it's still up. Nico, you have this guy just limp in your arms.
Okay. I just like say as like a free action or like even a bonus action, just toss him behind me, not so gently, but get him out of the way.
Yeah, for sure. Take that as a free action. You throw him into the room, and he slumps up
Okay.
against like one of the chairs over here.
Okay. I'm gonna just hit the skeleton then, see if I can finish this.
Cool. Go ahead. For sure hits.
All right.
Yeah, you cleave straight through the skeleton, like severing it in the middle. You see a puff of dark magic explode and it crumbles. And that is us out of combat. You take a bit of a breather. You see, if you listen, you weren't quite loud enough and you had the doors closing around that. Doesn't sound like anyone else is doing anything. You look back and you've got the red brand just here on the floor, knocked out, and you have these two women here, like huddled together. Where the youngest one is sort of crying to herself, and what looks like their mother is, consoling her.
We
First,
can go ahead.
I was just gonna say, I just turned to everyone and say, sorry about that, guys. I sort of panicked when he asked me for. The only thing I could think of was chicken dinner. That was the only thing I could think of in my head.
At least you know the password. We came in through like a door, right, to get to this room?
Yeah, which
So-
door did we go through?
There's a door down here, but that leads into a corridor with another door, and then a room, and then another door. So those three people that you met for sure would not have been able to hear you from there. And there is a door here that you haven't opened yet, and then there's obviously this room over here, which is the prison cells.
But this is where we came through, right?
That is where you came from, correct?
Okay. I'm kind of debating whether or not we should maybe barricade it just in case, but I don't know if that's something you guys want to do.
We don't hear anything though, really, right now, besides just
Nothing.
Yeah, I'm just
Honestly,
thinking.
there the area is like eerily silent. Like there is not a lot of things going on from here. All you can really hear is the crackling of torches. You can hear the younger girl crying and the mother consoling, and that's about it. You can tell these are thick walls, and it's also pretty deep underground as well because you can't hear the tavern above.
Cecil. I think we're okay.
And I'll take your word for it. I will instead do a pass around
The room?
cell
Yeah.
to see if there's traps or any something you know about.
Yeah, go ahead and roll investigation for me.
Ooh,
Or perception.
I will do perception.
Can I help?
Oh,
You can roll perception yourself if you want. We're not in like goes, so you got time. You got time to chill. Cool. The both of you can see that the room itself is pretty barren. It doesn't seem like there are any other traps or buttons. You go around, you can see that the button on the wall that the guy pressed was like a slightly different shade of gray to the other cobblestones and like the things on the walls. And you can't really see or notice anything else that looks like it could be some sort of secret or trap or anything like that.
well, that's good at least. With it being relatively safe, I will go ahead and walk back into the cell then.
Cool.
But cell. Thanks.
I guess while they were sweeping the room, I turned to Ransom and say, "Hey, Ransom, can you talk to those prisoners and like console them? I don't think you seem like a pretty chill dude. Maybe they'll listen to you. Me and Auric are sort of dressed in red brand outfits, so they'd probably be scared of us.
I'll go fix their vibes. Don't worry.
Thanks, bro."
Ah, too far.
So Ransom, you go
I'll
over. Go.
How old is this girl?
So you can see this one over here. She's a younger girl. You would probably put her in mid to late teens. I'd say between like 15 and younger, 14 and 16, like in and about that region. And the other woman is clearly her mum, late 30s, early 40s, something like that. With that age difference, that would be mid 40s, late 40s, something like that.
Okay, and the cell is locked, I'm assuming, right?
It is, yes. Although, if you wanted to search I'm not even going to say you need to search them. He's totally knocked out. You can see a bundle of keys on both of the one dead guy on the floor and the one knocked out guy. You can see that there are keys, and you can pick them up and use them on the door for sure.
Okay, can I do that? And then, like, as I'm unlocking the door, just like to the two people in the cell, be like, "Sup, broskies?"
Oh, thank you so much for saving our lives. The mother says. She's like hugging her daughter. She's like, they were gonna sacrifice her. I knew it. They took my husband through the doors, and I heard his screams. I don't think he's alive anymore. Will you go check?
Ransom's just gonna like look around a little fearfully and then like nod very quickly and then like run over to Oric and tell him what she said.
Wait, don't leave us. Is it safe here? How are we gonna be getting out? There are so many men in here, and they're so loud and mean. I don't know what to do.
Ransom's just gonna look up at Oric because he doesn't know what to say.
Wait. We can't get you out right now. This is.
How well are we hearing or is the rest of us hearing the conversation?
You can all hear this. If you're in the room, you can for sure
Okay.
hear this.
You know, there's a bar above us, and there's a bunch of red brands up there, and we, by the skin of our teeth, just snuck in, trying to find a gentleman.
Are
I'm
you
not
looking for
really
glass
good-
staff?
Yeah.
He's still here. I know that. That's why my husband Clint, he was the sheriff of this town, and well, they got into a run-in. They took him. Then those red brands knocked down our house and brought us here. And well, we weren't brought here through the bar though. There's another entrance. I can take you to the secret door at least, but there's a monster in there, and we can't go any further.
Right. Ross.
Yep.
So how long is the red brand we have right here? There were two red brands in this room, right?
Yeah, one is for sure dead, and the other is knocked out comfortably. You could wake him up by, pouring some water or giving him a little bit of a slap or something like that.
Would you say we'd be okay? Okay. Here's my plan, right? We have two people who need to get out of here, and we have two available Red Guard outfits.
Yeah.
You really think that'll work?
But look,
If they get in any trouble, just remember to say chicken dinner.
I feel really bad sending them on their own.
The red brands don't strike me as the type who would like hire women.
Did we see any women or?
You saw some. It's for sure like there's more men there. Doesn't seem like a particularly forward-thinking or friendly place to work or be. There are a couple of women there. Looked, when you're in the bar, most people there were like scarred up, tough, like mercenary type folk. And, you don't need to be a specific gender to be a mercenary. But there was probably a bit more of a weight men to women, but they wouldn't bat their eyes, I think. Like, it wouldn't be too much of a cause for concern. The young girl, though, like, she's noticeably younger. There were only adults up in the bar.
She could be a halfling.
Disguise her as an adult? Like,
Rubble lift.
I have a disguise kit. I could put wrinkles on her, make her look maybe just like a grandma.
The girl,
Give them some scars as well. That might help
I could do
make
that
them
as
look
well.
tougher.
the girl looks
Real
up at her
scars.
mum. Yeah, the girl looks up at her mum and is like, "Mom, are they gonna make us go up there on their own? I can't do that again, please." She's like properly crying.
Justice, when we say we're trying to figure out a way to make this as easy as possible for all of us, and make it so that you have the safest journey up there. We have our situation, and we don't want to just leave you in this cell.
The cell is unlocked, right, by now?
Yep, cell's unlocked.
All right.
No, I'm gonna walk a little closer, and address the mother. You wanted us to go check on your husband, right? Would you be
Ye-
opposed to going into the next room and checking that out, or do you want out now?
I can take you to the secret door, but I am not going in that room with the monster in there. If you can get rid of it, then I know that there is another way out. That's how we got brought in, but there is no way you can take me any further past the secret door.
Do you know what kind of monster is there?
What it look like?
All I remember is the big glowing green eye, and it whispered in my brain.
Lovely, lovely.
Oh,
I
I'm
think
gonna
we should
team
wake
huddle,
Dart
team
up
huddle.
and ask him if there's another way out of this place.
I
Start
will
asking him
say, the skeletons that were just out there, they seem to have some sort of underdog magic to them. So, seems just reaffirm connections to the goblins.
You think they're connected to that drow then?
Her motives for wanting the box from us are still somewhat unclear, so can't be ruled out.
I want to decide kind of what we're gonna do about the two ladies in there. We know what room we need to go into, and I'm gonna turn back to them. Room up ahead,
No,
and that secret door. Is that the one you're talking about? Or is that where
You
your husband also is?
you cut out a little bit, but I think were you asking the room ahead? Is that where the husband is?
Yeah, but also the secret door and a monster too.
Yeah. Look, follow me. I can just show you. She wanders out and she goes through here. She opens this door here, and wanders in, and you see as you walk in, there's this door over here, but she begins knocking on this wall over on this point, and eventually she finds like some sort of small button or something like that, and the door or the wall slides open to reveal a hidden door. That's as far as I'm going, and I wouldn't go in there myself. I'm gonna stay back with my daughter, but will you promise to come back and get me if you make it, and keep an eye out for my husband?
Yeah, of course. I'm not
She
gonna leave you down here.
she heads back in to the cage, to the thing, and you can peek through if you want. You can see almost immediately, like there is a room that is led through there that's slightly lit up, that is looks like some form of storage room, but there is this dark purple-ish moss almost that you would probably never have seen before, and you can smell this musky scent. The floor is moist, and there is very little light, but a few braziers that you can see, leading into further down a very deep cave. You see crags on the walls. Again, more of this like luminescent moss, this really dark feeling. And even when you just look through into this cave, you just start feeling this sense of unease.
I was about to ask if I get bad plant vibes from being a plant, but I don't need you to tell me that. That is bad vibes.
Even you, these plants are alien to you. They don't feel like this moss doesn't feel like it's a real plant. It doesn't feel living. It doesn't photosynthesize. It doesn't have the same energy as any other form of plant life that you've experienced up on like the normal areas of the world.
Oh, I hate that dearly.
There's also this
So
second
that's
door on the right as well.
yeah, that's what I was
That,
about to
that
ask
you for sure
about.
can open if you want.
Do I hear anything on
Oh,
the other side
yeah, I was gonna
first?
say, do we hear any?
No. Not really.
That's not very comforting.
If this is the way to the exit, it might be smart. It might be smart to do what we came here for first.
Yeah, but
Oh,
what if we have to like run really fast?
Hmm.
What if something
I was
bad
going
happens?
to say we could conquer the exit, and then we would have a pretty good escape route if we have to ditch.
At the same time, though, what if Cliff isn't quite sacrificed yet and he is in the other room bleeding out?
Rude, rude.
I hear any of this? I want to go over there and see, but I don't want to leave this unconscious guard alone with the kid.
You can go lock him up if you want. Like, there's another jail cell.
Oh, perfect.
Yeah, I'll say you can go and drag them in there. That's totally fine. I'll move them in. There you go. Both him and the dead body are now in there locked up.
Nico, did you tie up the body?
I threw him in the other jail cell. I still think we should wake him up and question him, though. See if we can find out more information about Cliff. What's his name? Cliffheart?
Clint.
Clint.
The leader?
Oh yes.
Oh, sorry. Glassstaff is the leader. Clint is the sheriff.
Flagstaff.
Is the
That's
wife.
right.
Or if he
The
knows
husband and
anything
wife.
about whatever's down here.
Mm-hmm.
Would be a good idea.
Let's go do
That
it.
would be a good idea. Yeah, let's go.
Alright. Let's head back then. Whoa. I'm free moving.
Oh, that's weird.
Hard moving these with the keys.
Cool. Okay, so you go, splash some water in the guy's face. He where am I? What? Who are you? Why'd you do this to me? Let me out of here. What's going on?
Auric, Tovar, get ready to blast him if he screams.
Alright, I'm gonna draw an
Nods.
arrow.
What kind of alarm? Just alarm on Cecil's face. Like what? That sounds very ominous, Nico.
He
know
hears
that.
you say that as well, and he's like, "Look, I don't want no trouble. I saw what you did to the others. Please, just what's going on? Why are you even here?"
That's on a need to know basis. All we want to know is where is Glassstaff and how do we get to him?
The boss? Well, you'll have to go through our defender, our wonderful benefactor before that, and he's not too kind for strangers.
Benefactor. Is that the monster in the room?
Have you met him?
We're about to.
Oh, and you see like a look of confidence on his face, and he's like, "Well, good luck. You come back to me after you finish with that, and I promise I'll tell you everything you need."
Alright. I sort of,
We have 10
crouch down
gold
a
as
little
well.
bit, get on his eye level. I bet whatever in that room is hungry. Maybe we can give him a little snack.
Go ahead and roll intimidation with advantage. He knows what that thing is.
Okay.
Talk about a chicken dinner, I guess.
Oof.
He looks
Actually,
at
now that I
you.
think about it, imagine that What if the monster is a giant chicken?
Yeah, he
Oh.
looks at you, clearly fear across his face, but he then puts on an air of bravado and is like, I'm pretty sure he's eaten recently, and me and him are on goodish terms.
You're
I'm
not on good
pretty
terms with
sure.
me.
Yeah,
Are you
I can
are
see
you a
that.
betting man? Because we can test that theory if you'd like.
He pauses. You know, maybe it would be better for me to stay here and out of the kindness of my heart, I'm sure I could answer a couple of questions.
Sounds much more like it.
Alright.
What
Alright,
questions do we
so
have?
I want so this is I'm talking to them, like hopefully I'm just quiet enough so that he doesn't hear. I
Mhm.
wanna know what monster is in that room. I wanna know how we can get to Flagstaff. And I wanna know any weaknesses they have. What do you guys want to ask first?
I think we should prioritize what monster is in the room,
Alright.
and then we should also probably try and figure out if we can do something about Clint.
Alright. I guess I'll turn back to the guard. Alright, what the hell's in that room and how do we beat it?
I ain't seen anyone beat it. I ain't seen anyone come near it. All I know is it was here first. It's a creature of the Underdark. The boss is working with a few other people, and some are from that unsanitary area. This is their lair, and we use it. All I know is that we need to make sure that we feed it with enough bodies to leave us alone. It's creepy, I'll tell you that. It knows what you're thinking, and it can speak to you in your head. It's probably listening right now.
Have the Red Guard have any relations with Drow?
He like thinks for a bit, and he's like, Drow, they're the dark skinned elves, right? I can't say I think I've seen any around here, but I mean, I'm normally on guard duty either here or at the door of the tavern, so maybe the boss will know more. It's more on a need to know basis.
Okay, and then you said that the monster requires almost sacrifices of sort. There was a sheriff named Clint. I'm sure you know of him. Has he
Oh,
been fed to the monster?
he looks at the wife and the daughter, sighs.
Wait, hold on,
Sorry?
hold on. Are we far enough so they can't hear that?
Yeah, he talks down a
Okay.
little and he goes,
Okay.
look, it's not a savory job, but it keeps us all alive. Clint went in there a day or two ago. There's no way he's still there.
I see.
We feed
Yeah.
it every 2 days. We were honestly just about to take the mother, Nars, now, so the odds of him being there are incredibly slim. He's not as strong as you are, and even I think you're all gonna be dead very soon.
So if we get past this monster, get past its room, glass steps on the other side.
Yeah.
You don't sound too confident in that answer, sir.
No, the other side's the boss's area for sure.
Insight check. He does not sound like he's telling the truth.
You roll insight.
That's an 11.
He doesn't seem like he's lying, but he for sure is not gonna be giving you full on details. Like he's a soldier essentially. He's still gonna be loyal, and also like to an extent knows that like there's not much he can tell you.
Anyway, what's your name?
Me, I'm JJ.
Very, very nice to meet you, JJ. I'm sure Glass staff will be happy to hear that we got all our information from wonderful JJ.
Look, come on. I'm new here. I've barely done anything. This is a job.
It's a job, and you were also but to feed a child to a monster, so I don't particularly feel any sympathy for you.
Give him credit. He was going to make the child an orphan.
Yeah, when you put it like that, I'm not very proud. Look,
Well, you shouldn't be.
there's a barracks. If you go through, there's a barracks where his Glassstaff's most loyal. Like he keeps 3 or 4 bodyguards in the area. His local area is there, and there's also a room full of a load of goblins or bugbears. We've been working for some reason with those local goblins, and they sent someone over to watch us. We let them be, but I wouldn't go in there. It really stinks.
And
It's
we
goblins
don't
and
have to go
bugbears.
in though.
God damn. All right.
You
Give
look
anything.
you look at him and you feel like you can't really get too much from him. Like he's a grunt, right? Like he's just a regular guy. So you probably won't be able to get too much extra information that like he's like not going to be a knowledgeable person.
Okay.
It sounds like we have the information we need.
Do we
Shall we
leave
continue?
conscious or
Look, I'm no harm here. I've taken one too many hits to the head. I promise you. I'll stay here. I'll be nice. I'll be good. Please don't hurt me anymore. He throws his keys, like his sword, through the thing and just goes and sits down on one of the beds.
How much accuracy would I have to have?
I would have thought I took his sword away, but I guess so.
Oh yeah. I mean, yeah. If you've taken his sword away, he's like throws anything he can.
How much accuracy would I have
Or
to
just
have?
goes up to the
Punching
younger
him into
one.
the wall.
Just like, well, if you want to just find some rocks to pelt him with, I'm sure you can find some lying around this room.
The
So,
woman
is
goes,
there-
for sure.
So
Go ahead.
can I is their woman and the child's cell locked?
No, the door's closed, but they have a key as well. Like they've pilfered it from one of the dead bodies.
Okay, fair enough.
Um,
what is
oh.
your name, ma'am?
My name's Nars, and this here's my daughter Nilsa.
All right, Nars. We're gonna try to find your husband, and hopefully, we're gonna find him alive. In the meantime, just try to stay out of sight. We'll come back for you as soon as we can.
I have a question. Just
Go
a
ahead.
theoretical thing. How much accuracy would I need to potentially pin the guard to the wall with a dagger? You know, just like a hand to the wall or something.
You can roll an attack to do that. You would need, I would say, 3 higher than his AC.
I don't have that much of a dagger, so maybe you'll pass. I don't really want him to get a dagger if I miss, so.
I mean, if you're
Actually,
just
speaking
trying
of
to
dagger,
restrain him, we have rope.
I mean, yeah, but he's
already
also a
on
child
Joseph,
sacrificer, so, like, you know, I just thought it'd be more fun to use a dagger, but
He can be what we use to feed the monster on the way out.
that'll suffice.
Can I check the room before we leave to see if there's like any? I'm basically looking for throwing weapons. I feel like I'm gonna need some range for this upcoming fight, and if I can pilfer any hand axes, any daggers, anything I can throw, that'll be good.
There's honestly nothing in this room. This room's really, really bare. The guys have got like scimitars and short swords, and that's it.
Damn. Okay. All right. Who wants to kill a monster?
I do.
Well, I don't. I'd prefer not to, but we're kind of here, so. Nico,
Ransom does not look particularly enthused at the moment.
Yeah, I will go and pick Ransom up and put him on my shoulder again. We'll be fine, Ransom. We'll be fine. I think. Maybe. Hopefully.
We'll be
If
fine.
you start doubting yourself, I'm gonna start doubting myself. So let's keep this at a good level.
Okay. The Red Brown waves goodbye and he's like, well, good luck there. I'm sure I'll see you soon.
Wow, he was so nice. We're gonna start walking out, I think.
Should we lock this door before we leave?
Does it have a
Yeah, you can lock it. You now have like I'll say you took one of those keys, so you can for sure lock this door if you wanted to.
And the woman also has keys, right?
Yeah, there was two
She's
sets of
not locked
keys.
in.
Two sets of keys. The mother has a set of keys, and you now do.
We should lock it then. If she has the keys, then it should be fine.
Okay, cool. So yeah, you go ahead and lock the door. And yeah, you can head up. You still have that other room to explore if you wanted to, or you can go into the creepy cave, or you can just leave. You know, it's D&D. You can do what you want.
Just leaving. Leaving sounds great.
Just peacing out.
Don't
Be
give
like, you know what?
Ransom any
Actually, fuck
ideas.
this town.
You know what? No, I don't
No.
want a dungeon crawl.
Forget the mines. I'm gonna forget the mines. I'm going home.
Yeah.
I don't need a magic weapon. I need my blankets and my pillows.
I mean, if we didn't hear anything at this door, are we gonna check it at all?
No.
Or...
Wait, so
Chicken the bird.
one of these, where is the door that has the monster in it?
This one.
You're looking in right now to the cave of this dark, gross, horrible cave.
Oh, did we go too far? I'm sorry.
You can go into this room if you want to walk into that cave. You will. That's
There's a
something
cave
that you won't
like
be able to
down
go back.
here.
This
Yeah,
is where it
just
starts.
calculated.
Like all of the walls here have like that cave's gross mucus sort of thing, but yeah, like it is still
Yeah.
not as
I know
bad
you
as
said
the
that-
actual cave.
I know you said Cecil didn't really recognize the moss as being like a plant,
Yep.
but I'm gonna touch the moss. Can I potentially reach through Pale Mother through this?
Roll a nature check for me.
I actually think that's good for me. I want it.
You touch this moss and oh sorry, my dog is going mental. In you come, bud. Okay. You touch this moss and try to feel the connection you always have. And you feel a haze blocking you. You feel instead, as you reach out through the plants and through the network that this organism and organisms similarly are connected to, you feel yourself going deeper and deeper into the ground. You feel a darker and darker energy. And the lower you go, the faster your consciousness starts moving until you are speeding through darkness. And all of a sudden, you snap back with a feeling of burning and an image of fire in your mind. And you do take 2 points of damage.
Ouch, 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 ouch. I'm like waving my hand around like, yikes, oh god.
Whoa, what happened? What'd you see?
I was trying to connect to my mother through this, but it hurt me instead. I wouldn't recommend touching the moss.
Your mother's a
Right.
piece of moss?
My mother is called the Pill Tree, for your information.
Ah,
Deeply
of course.
connected to
Silly me.
nature. Yes, silly you. Ugh.
Right.
So, if we go forward,
Um,
there's the monster. You said there was another room somewhere?
There's a
right
door over here.
Oh wait, question about the damage I took. Was that fire damage or was it psychic?
It was psychic damage.
Okay.
I was just thinking of something.
Yeah, go ahead.
If this is a creature that is. This monster creature is supposed to be something that they clearly have like some ritual where they present offerings for it. Seems like it's something they've had down here for a while, and obviously it's not something they're just letting roam around. Do you think they have it contained?
Probably not. They said they feed it every 2 days to keep it content, so
It sounded like they were working.
Sure, but
I don't know that they'd keep it contained.
well, then we just need to give it something to eat, and it should just let us go by.
yeah, the guard. But
Right.
this is the secret tunnel that they brought Nars and her daughter in. So this, I think, leads outside. Maybe I don't actually.
Perhaps.
It sounds like it leads to a barrack.
Especially because there's
Though, if we just take out the red guard and ardently just kind of slip by like that, then I guess what we're really asking for is for this monster to go crazy and wreck the town. So,
And,
So we should probably take it out before, he goes crazy on the town.
we'll take it out, but also Nas specifically said that she didn't want to go near this place if the monster was still.
well, it can't be
Remember,
another thing. Sorry.
One hell of a time to get out. Still there.
You just cut out there a little bit.
Oh no! You know what? That's fun. That's fun. We're
You're
just gonna
back.
have
You're
one
back now.
hell of a time. Okay, good. That's it. That's all I said.
Okay.
Wait, do you guys know what's behind this door?
Yeah, that's.
probably
checking
should.
it, see if it's trapped
Probably.
first.
Yeah, you can roll investigation or perception to see if there's a trap on it.
Roll perception.
It's a door.
I love
It looks
rolls.
fine.
The door. Yeah, Nico, it's safe. I don't hear anything on the other side.
Could be some good stuff in there. Want to take a look?
Sure. Just gonna open it up.
Okay, so according to the Red Guard's description, like this way should be towards the boss, right?
Yeah. Should be.
Wait, this way's to the boss? I thought it was past the monster.
Yeah, that's what I was
confused. I'm sorry.
thinking.
That's what I
Yeah.
thought too. I thought it was past the monster.
Yeah, so this door, you open it up and you
this is the
see what is essentially a small army's armory. Lining the walls is every single simple weapon you can think of. There is leather armor, there is studded armor, there is the works in here, and it seems like there is like food stores. This seems like a place that they go to arm and protect themselves. Game wise, for anyone that is interested in weapons, etc., this is going to have any simple weapons at all, any that you want, 10 of each, and also it has leather and studded armor. That's leather and studded leather armor.
Any hand axes or javelins?
Are they simple weapons?
Those are martial weapons.
Ooh, you know what? For javelins, I'll say there is a bunch of 5 javelins there as well.
Hell yeah. It's like Christmas morning.
I
So
will
we'll go
take-
ahead and take a studded lever.
Same.
Okay.
Or
I
depending
would also
on
like-
dress.
Sorry, Ransom, what were you saying?
I would also like to get studded leather armor.
Okie dokie. Studded leather for 3. Cecil?
Where? I think I can, right? Oh, I have it.
So you will have to edit that. So you can take some studded leather, but it is metal studs, which you as a druid cannot wear. But you could switch it out for stone studs, like spend some work carving, but that'll take a long rest. So you can take it in your back, and then next time you have a long rest, switch it over, and then you'll have studded armor for sure.
Okay, then I was also gonna take a short bow and another dagger if they had it.
Yep, they do.
Can I also get a dagger? That way I can wield one with my tail. Woo.
What? Yes, you can do that. You see, oh, go.
No, I'm just thinking.
So I imagine like you open this door, you see like a bright glow, like Pulp Fiction like glow of just all of these weapons and armament, and then we get a little montage, like a little some form of like a Rambo or AC/DC plays in the background, something like that, as you will just arm yourselves up, put on some stronger armor, you like attach weapons to yourselves, etc., and you're all fully decked out to the nines.
And you said the armor, it goes in our inventory and we can equip it next long rest?
For Auric, Tovar, and Ransom, you can attach that armor right now. Problem with being a druid is you can't wear anything metal, and for now these are metal studs, so they need to be edited.
I'm allergic to metal, okay? I have those sensitive ears, I can't wear anything other than...
I guess since we're also in this downtime, I might as well ask. So we're still on level 2, right?
That's correct.
Okay.
Oh, if there's food here, is there any like potions as well?
No potions, no.
I'll steal like, I don't know, a random piece of meat and eat it for now.
Cool. Take a nice little
went up
drumstick.
one whole armor class.
Nice.
Heck yeah.
Can I do a quick look around to see if anybody's hidden anything or like stashed something away?
Yeah, go ahead and roll.
Pretty hunky dory.
Yeah, go ahead and roll investigation or perception.
Well, he's doing that.
6, holy
and
shit.
One of the potions of healing to Tovar.
Sorry, one sec. What was that, Cecil?
I'm just gonna go ahead and hand one of the potions of healing to Tovar.
Oh, cool.
So Tovar will have one.
Yep.
Yeah.
For you, Auric, you don't see any additional weapons or anything like that, but you give a little cursory check onto some of the places that you see people holding, and you see someone has like taped like a bag of gold that it looks like they've been like hoarding or stealing under the table, and you can pocket that, and that has 12 gold, and then also 200 pieces of copper.
That's a lot of loose change.
It's a shit, like it's a big, they've clearly been like working in the bar, like skimming tips or something like that. So yeah.
Found a lot of copper.
Yeah. Cool.
And
So
I turn to everyone. I go to at the entrance to the room. You guys ready to rock?
Let's go.
I'm ready for a feast.
All right, let's go.
okie dokie.
And I like to think we're doing a slow motion walk while music plays.
Yeah, so you walk slowly into the into this cave. Now, I'm going to go ahead and control your characters just for a second, just to make sure I can put you all so you can see things. So you look at the entrance of this cave, and you see it goes incredibly high, very deep. There are a few braziers in the area, and as you enter, you feel heavy. You feel something on your head that makes you feel heavier, and then you slowly hear a weird clicking noise, and from out of the edge you see a giant glowing eye. This clicking noise continues, this creature pops out, and you all hear in your heads. Welcome, adventurers. Have you been discussing me for long and you're ready to say hello?
Real quick, is it supposed to be dark in this cave? I can't really see much.
It is pretty dark in this cave, yeah. It says that it's low light, so you should just like roughly be able to see outlines and stuff. I can pop in a little bit more light though, if that helps. Has that helped a little bit?
Yeah.
Okay.
Anyone want to respond to this thing?
Ransom is just gonna be like, bad vibes.
Ooh, I just
That is pretty
wrote that for a second.
I do say so myself.
It
No, I just give a timid hello back.
It Ransom at you saying bad vibes. It whispers in your ear, yes, Ransom, bad vibes indeed.
Yeah, we're just passing through actually. Not here for you, here for Glassstaff and to clear him out.
Ah, Glassstaff. Well, I would love to let you come through, but me and him have a pact, and I am honest to my pact, so I cannot let you pass.
Interesting. Oh God.
I just yell out into the dark, show yourself.
You hear like a clicking laugh, and out of the shadows just in front of you comes this creature. It stands about 6.5 to 7 feet tall. It is big. It has carapace, almost like bony stubs all over its body. It has one giant green luminescent eye and what looks from afar like a giant smile, but if you look a little closer, you see that there's like no skin on the bottom half of its face. So it just has a wide open like teeth grin, essentially, all in one, and it cocks its head looking at you and goes, "Is this to more your liking, Nico?"
Ugh. And then I just turn to my group and say, all right, guys, get ready. And I'm going to cast Mage Hand.
Okay.
I'm gonna. I keep it so. I'm gonna activate. Oh God. I'm gonna activate my symbiotic entity
Okay.
just before we go into combat. So
Okay.
some more mushrooms kind of pop up from my skin. They're a little luminescent. They glow
For sure.
a slight blue color.
For sure. Nico. Contemplating or compromising for the arm you already lost. It looks at the rest of you and you hear in your head, how can you trust him? You don't know even how he lost that arm. He is in embarrassment and cannot protect any of you.
Bold of you to assume we rely on him to protect us.
I feel like it's fair that we're all keeping secrets.
Yeah, I'm going to say, Mr. Monster, if I could get your name, that might be lovely, but you're going around about this kind of wrong.
I just,
Go.
I just sort of do a come here motion with my Mage Hand. Come on, I could beat you with both hands tied behind my back.
Well, one hand, but
So, Nico, you're missing one.
It's been crouched and it slowly stands up on its two legs. It gets higher and larger and looks you all in the eye with its single eye and says, "Well, I was hoping to play more with my food, but let's get this over with." And as he blinks, He jumps backwards onto this wall, and this dark void of energy throws itself in front of you. And I'm going to need all of you to roll initiative, and B, all of you to roll a wisdom saving throw.
Why is it always wisdom?
Extremely bad vibes at the
The
moment.
wisdom
I know.
save, the
Oh.
Wisdom
21.
saves are, it's always the most annoying because you're just
What?
like,
Did all of us fail our wisdom save? Wait, hold on. Oh no. Wait.
hold
Probably
on.
should have
Wait,
done one.
okay,
and
never
didn't
mind.
remember.
Okay, let me get your whatchamacallits first. Where are we? Nico, so you're in. Oh, hang on, I'm still at intimidation. Give me a second. Your initiative, Nico, is 6. Wow, you all rolled really bad initiative there.
We
Apart
sure
from
did.
Auric, like comfortably head and shoulders higher. Okay, let me go ahead and roll initiative for our boy. Also rolls a 4. Completely. Wow, this is great.
Oof,
Maybe it's a roll 20 thing.
Yeah, seriously. Okay, cool. And then this was a DC 14 wisdom saving throw. So did anybody
Did Ransom succeed?
Ransom was the
Oh.
only
Ransom
one.
succeeded.
I believe Mitch is the only one.
Not Ransom.
It's
the power of good
dumbass.
vibes. So all of you see this wave of dark energy come over you, and before you even start fighting, you feel this sense of just, what's the point? You feel that in your head, like this is not a battle you can win, and you all flash back to one of the points of your life where you lost, where you didn't do good enough, where for one reason or another you tried your hardest and you failed. Ransom, you go back to that and realize that, there's always a glimmer of hope. You look at, you had a really tough life growing up. You look at some of the times where you're on the street. You look at some of the times where you went home hungry because, you wanted to do a job and failed it. And then you look that there was always something cool happening. There was like a cool bug that you saw, or there was a fun joke you heard, and you don't let it get you down. But the rest of you, this weighs heavily on you. And you are all going to, for your first attack, have disadvantage.
Ross.
Go.
Sorry, I totally forgot. Can I use one of my inspirations to try to roll again?
Yeah, you can. For sure you
Alright.
can.
I want to try one of them. Please.
There you go, bud.
Oh no.
All right, never mind. I'm
So
good.
close. You're all going to have disadvantage in your first attack, and you are all going to take 2 psychic damage.
No, this isn't looking good for me already. I'm gonna be entirely
Wait,
honest.
me too? Or does
No.
Ransom not get-
You saved. You
Ah.
take 1.
Oh.
Okay.
Escape the psychic damage.
Auric.
This isn't a poison effect, is it?
It isn't poison. It's mental, unfortunately. Auric, your turn.
I mean, he's just gonna kind of lackadaisically just kind of pull out an arrow and just sort of aim up at it and just take a shot. Be like, I don't
What's the point?
really want to do this. 13.
That is a miss. You just feel like you're gonna miss this, like you always do when it's important. You've never really been able to do things right. You've always just been lucky, and with that, you aim, you pull, and obviously you miss. It twinges off. You hear laughing in your head and this clicking laughing as this creature whispers in your head, "Nice try. Better luck next time."
Brooke's just gonna lay down on the floor.
Existential crisis Oric mode.
Just stare up into the ceiling.
Cecil, that is. Oh
Oh.
no, it's not your
I was
turn
gonna say.
because at initiative 20, he's going to take a lair action.
Aw.
You see this creature scuttles up right to the top of the is crawling around, bashes the wall and drops back down, and you see dirt start falling on. It's a 5x5, so you're actually, all of you are gonna have to roll dexterity saving throws
Oh,
for
no.
me.
Oh no.
Does
Oh
prone,
no.
does prone
Is-
affect the dexterity save?
No, you're good. It's a DC 12 as well, so it's not too bad. Although rolling a nat 1 for sure doesn't help.
Rolling a nat 1 at 9 HP scares me.
Man.
I feel like I should mention I'm at 9 HP, by the way. Oops.
Oh god.
Okay, so all those that fail the dexterity save, which is Auric and Cecil, a Ransom, you didn't roll.
What did I need to roll? Sorry.
A dexterity saving throw.
My mother texted me.
It's all good. That's a save. So Auric and Cecil,
I'm
you
a
are
sneaky little lizard.
you are now blinded. You have this
Oh.
dark moss in your eyes, and anything that requires sight, you now just instantly fail. So any new dexterity fail saving throws, any perception, any investigation, anything like that, and you roll with disadvantage, and anything attacking you rolls with advantage. At the end of each of your turns, you can try and wipe your eyes with either a strength or constitution check.
Oh, good.
Cecil,
Both of which
now-
I'm so good at.
now it is your turn.
Okay. Well, for starters, I'm gonna chug the potion I have. And you said it's a full. If I do a full action to do that, it's gonna do the max amount, right?
Yeah, you get the whole thing, yeah.
And how much is the max amount?
So that's a health potion.
Yeah.
So that's 2d4 plus 2, which is 10.
Yeah, I'm gonna chug the entire thing.
Okay,
I
you
need
gain
it.
10 HP.
Okay, and then I can't activate my circle, like my protective circle, unless it's a reaction, right? think
That's
Yeah,
the
it's
circle of
one
spores, the
reaction.
attack.
The Halo Spores. I think it's a reaction, so I can't set that up yet. But
It's only within 10 feet of you as well, if I remember rightly.
yeah, what I was just gonna do is it says I can pick a creature
Yeah?
when it like moves and gets into my space. So just as a I guess a heads up, if it moves within 10 feet of me, I'm gonna activate that.
For sure. Yeah. That's as soon as it moves, if it ever moves within 10 feet, for sure. Yeah.
And you said it's a Constitution or a Strength saving throw to get rid of this thing.
Strength or
that's
Constitution,
failing me?
yes. Yeah.
I'm bad at both of those. We'll go Constitution.
Luckily, it's in your head, so it's only DC 10. Perfect. You
Okay.
wipe that out of your eyes, and you are back to not being blinded anymore.
Okay, but that's it. That is all I can do. End
Tovar,
of my turn.
your turn. Oh, Tovar, can you hear me?
Yeah.
Oh, cool. So remember, you will have disadvantage on the first attack, but it looks at you. I think it's your turn in the initiative. It clicks.
Okay, sorry about
well,
that.
He's
Sorry
meta
about that.
gaming.
Yes, I am. I can hear everything.
It's the
So,
metagaming
Tovar-
Cyclops.
this whole time is ever since he failed that save has just been looking like he's been in a massive strain, just clearly in like a visibly like hurting,
Mhm.
as like he is somewhat forcibly drawn into his form of dread.
So you see these cuts like slowly, like almost in or not in, with the constant that the scars that deathly look all over you.
That's not good. And the just put that in real quick. Okay. And with being in his form of dread, he gains immunity to fear. So does that help him? So in this
That
situation,
will. That means that you don't roll at disadvantage against him.
all right. So that being done, I'm going to go at him with a very angry witch bolt.
Okay, go ahead. 23. That for sure hits. 7 lightning damage, and it has to roll what?
Check.
It's just an attack roll, right? There's
Oh
no
yeah, it's an attack roll, and then every turn I can use my action to just deal flat.
Oh,
D12.
straight. I thought there was like a dexterity for that. Okay, sweet. You just straight up attack it. You see it crackles through. It like you can tell it does damage, but feels like it almost crackles away from it into its carapaces, and they crack a little bit and chip, but still, it laughs and it's like, wow, incredible skills. That must have used one of your expensive spell slots.
Never. Not again.
Anything else?
What on earth is a spell slot?
That'll be it for his turn.
Okay, Nico. It looks at you, Nico, and says, "Let me guess. You're gonna hit me."
Maybe. Nico just sort of tries to shake his head a little bit, try to get rid of the fear, unsuccessfully, unfortunately, and he's gonna run towards the monster. Yep,
Go for it.
25. And attack with disadvantage.
Okay. Oh, no. You need to roll
Yep,
again.
disadvantage.
Oh, so close. Yeah, 15 just hits, though.
Oof, okay.
8 damage. Okie dokie. So you see it, you swing, you again like hit its like natural armor, but as you pull out, you start like pulling off some of these scales. It makes a noise as it flings back and goes, "Wow, you actually hit that hurt. I'll get you back."
Alright, I'm gonna end my turn.
Okay, Ransom, your turn.
Ransom is still very scared despite his weird number of saves. He's gonna.
All
I
20 is
can
really
count-
on your side here.
Can I hit him
Already
with a
start
short
secrets he
bow?
keeps whispering about.
You can, and you will get sneak attack.
Cool. I will do that.
23 hits.
Oh. We'd love to see it. We'd love to see it.
10 damage. Holy shit. So he goes from like in the series of like he is incredibly confident, comes up on its back, fires you all with your deepest despairs, and then all of a sudden gets like shocked and hit, gets attacked with a sword, and then gets an arrow in his other what would be a shoulder of this creature, and you can tell that it is like it is hurt. It's gone from being looking like it's going to mess you up to looking like it's being part of a fight. Anything else?
Uh, who's near me? I will
Everyone but Nico.
give. I think that's it.
Okie
I don't
dokie.
really want to get closer. Yeah.
Okay, that is this creature's turn. It is going to look at you, Nico, and say, "Let's see how high an armor class you have," and take 2 swings with his claw. Probably a 10 and an 11 aren't going to hit.
It isn't.
It swings at you like with both hands, tries to claw at you and just misses. You dodge deftly out of the way, but it, as you dodge, looks up and locks eyes with you, Ransom. And I'm going to need you to roll a Constitution saving throw.
Not my
A
boy.
Constitution saving throw.
Yeah.
Oh,
No.
I know your weakness. So you see this rotting, like you look into his eye and you just see death. You fast forward to the end of your life and you watch your body decay away into dust. You watch all of your friends, your family rot and die, and you take 8 points of damage.
That's not
that's
great.
a lot.
Ransom does not have a lot of hit points.
No, rogues are
no.
notoriously known for that. And Auric, top of the initiative, you lucky bastards. Your turn.
Can I tell where it is since I can't see?
You are blinded, so you know roughly where it was, but if you want to shoot at it, that is with disadvantage.
I mean, I'm still just kind of laying on the floor.
Yeah.
Oric is gonna stand back up, just dust himself off, just sort of listen to where it's been scuttling around at, and take a shot at disadvantage.
So you know,
Oh, 26.
move. Holy shit. You take a breath, you take a deep breath, you have this gunk in your eyes, you're slowly shaking your mind off. You realize, no, you are good at this. This is something that your father helped you train on. You have been on your own. You know your shit. You take a deep breath and you listen. You listen throughout the cave for this clicking noise, and with your eyes still full of gunk, you pull back and you fire, and you hear a scream as you hit your mark and roll your damage.
I'm also gonna mark it as favored foe and do an extra 2 damage, so 7 piercing damage.
That's what we like to see. So that is 7 damage.
And he's gonna stumble forward another. Standing up is half your movement, so
You got 10 feet or 15 feet?
10 feet. So I'll
Yeah.
stand up there.
And go ahead and roll either Constitution or Strength to clear your eyes.
Saving throw or just a flat roll?
Saving.
They are both 2. So 12. Nope.
DC 10, you save. Nope, that's good. So you are now not blinded. Okay, that is going to be another lair action. The Nothic
Oh, come on.
is going to look at you, Nico. My God, dude, come in or out. That's your thing. Wow, the DM's dog is being really needy. It looks at you and goes, "You should have checked your footing before you ran in." And it jumps back. And as it jumps, you see a crack form below you. Roll a dex save.
Crack. Oh no. 20.
Nat 20. You see this fissure start to open that looks like it falls into emptiness. You deftly, as you feel the ground start to roll, just dive out of the way to your right and completely land perfectly and miss out on that. Nice move. Sick flip, dude. Cecil, your turn.
Okay. Oh gosh. For my action. Okay. Would this thing count as an undead creature? Would I know that? Be
It
able
is
to know?
not undead.
Ooh. Ew. That's gonna change my plan then.
Yeah.
Oh god.
I'm not undead. I am an aberration. Oh, class types.
I wish you were undead very much so right now. I'm just checking to see what my symbiotic entity does exactly for me. Oh, with a melee weapon, shit. I'm gonna have to get up close no matter what.
Yeah, I think it helps you like hit stuff pretty hard.
Yeah.
And
So
as
first,
you
I will
move in as well, so yeah, you do like an extra 1d6 necrotic, and as you move in within 10 feet of him, you can also Halo of Spores him.
Okay. I'm first of all getting my temporary hit points that I forgot to add to myself.
You get 19 temporary hit points.
No, I get 8. I don't know why it rolled it. I get 8.
Okay.
And then yeah, I'll walk up to him just within 10 feet. I don't want to go any closer than I have to, so that's gonna be like right here, right?
Yep.
Is there still a hole right
Okay.
there?
There's a hole
Is it
here.
wait, oh.
There's a hole here. You're
Oh.
good.
Okay. Oh, I hate this so much. I guess I'm just gonna try and strike at him with my scimitar because I don't have much else I can do.
Oh, if you want that, you're gonna have to move here. So you're gonna have to be
Okay.
next to him.
Oh gosh. Well, if I die, I die. Okay.
You take a swing at him. Go ahead.
Huh?
19 hits.
Okay, so that's that damage, and then let me go ahead and look at my other damage here.
Yeah, you roll another d6.
26. Wait, so 6
6
total?
damage in total. Love that. And go ahead and spores him as well if you want.
I am going to spores him.
Fuck yeah.
So my spores is 1d4.
Do I need to?
Plus,
Is it a Constitution saving throw they need to
yes,
do?
it is. Yeah, sorry.
That's all good.
So con saving throw DC 13.
DC 13. That's an 8.
Hey, okay. And then it says I.
So
rolled
you hit
double
4. You got
damage,
4. So
I
you
do another.
do another 8 damage.
Well, it doesn't say that I do another. It doesn't say I do double damage. It says I do double dice. So I guess I
So
just roll
another D4.
Yeah. Well,
Holy
I
shit.
got a max and a min.
You form up. What do you look like in your symbiotic entity?
I would imagine that like there's so many spores of varying types that grow on Cecil that are all kind of like glowing blue that connect mostly to his like theoretical plant veins.
Right.
So there's just glowing blue lines along him and these glowing blue mushrooms. And it gets to a point where you can't really see a lot of distinguishing features.
Okay.
So like his eyes are pretty much almost entirely covered. He's like got almost a beard of mushrooms, and there's like a moss kind of like connecting everything. It looks really messy.
Yep.
And something out of like a real weird swamp that you don't want to encounter.
Yeah. So this like swamp thing-esque glowing, just like spore-filled creature walks towards, takes a swing with a spores-covered scimitar, hits deftly, infecting inside. You then hold out your hand and spray out an additional level, and this guy goes from being like in fighting shape to on death's door, fucked right up. My one weakness, things not from the Underdark.
Yes, you aren't going to like me. I
And
theorize, because I'm not one. To be honest, I don't like you. Don't like that moss. Don't like you. So let's get this over with.
cool. Tovar, your turn.
Well, since he's been able to maintain concentration, he's just going to hit the thing with nerd. Oh yeah, I might as well ask this as is right now. So we haven't had a long rest since the fight with the red bands back outside, right?
Yup.
Okay, so yeah, I've used both my spell slots at this point. Okay.
Oh dear.
had
Sucks
a
to
short
be a
rest, though.
warlock.
Silence, you disgusting creature! And then he hits him with another D12 from the witch bolt.
Oh shit. Ah.
Ooh.
You see this additional pulse of lightning go through him into the hole that Nico and Cecil have made with their hits, and you see it go within him. You see what looks like veins and arteries underneath light up with lightning. His eye glows a bright blue and explodes. His head completely eviscerated, and it falls down dead.
Well, that was easy.
Wiping all this gunk off my body. That is disgusting.
Orc's gonna lay back down. Still feeling a little existential.
Yeah.
So valid.
You
Yeah, with like glowing blue vines coming from like behind, like almost flowing behind Cecil. I'm gonna like let those go and just chill for a second. And be like, wow. So
you see this open area. You can see there's a, just for those that may not be able to see on the map, but you see over here is an exit. Down here as well at the bottom also seems to be some form of exit. But a brief glance sees that you are now alone, adventurers and the corpse of this creature. And I think that is a really good spot for us to take a brief 10-minute break while we all go and get some water or something like that. And we can come back and hopefully see if we can find glass stuff after all this mess. So I will see you all back here in about 10 minutes.
Yatta.
back off and welcome back. Okie dokie. So you've cleared out this guy. You can have a little look around here, but before you can really find your senses, you hear a door open and close, and then you see two red brands coming through, like arms raised. These guys are wearing stronger armor, and they like come out ready to charge and then look at you surrounded by this like smoking corpse of this monster and immediately stop and are like, what the hell happened? Who are you and how did you kill it?
We killed the monster. We're here to take out glass staff, and we hit it a lot.
You
I'm glad that that's an advanced strategy for you people.
anytime anyone comes close, they break down crying and say life isn't worth it. I didn't even know people could get that close.
I'm still crying.
Oryx just like still crying, and he's like, "Yeah, that would be silly." Like, oh. They look and go, "Well, what do you want with the boss?"
Nico just draws a blank. Chicken dinner.
They look at you and they're like, "Chicken dinner? You think one of our own guys did this? Look, I'm gonna be honest. You killed him. I very much enjoy my life. I have lots of things going for me. I am not going to fight you, but I can go and see if the boss wants to speak to you. Maybe. Like, what do you want? Why are you here?"
We probably shouldn't let them know that we're gonna rough up Flagstaff. Should we just send them to the bar?
We're here because we were hoping to get some word on to deliver some message on how he's been running things in this town.
Who sent you? Are you? And he looks down and sort of like lowers his voice a little bit. Like, are you working for her?
Uh, the drow?
Um, yeah. Is she back?
He just looks over to the others. She's around.
Look, I don't want any any trouble with that. I tell you what, I'm just gonna pretend that I didn't see you. Me and my friend here are just gonna go back into our rooms and just have a drink. If you come through here on your right, that's the boss's room. Look, I'm not gonna say do or don't do anything, but please, just be nice.
And a quick request before you go, then, since you seem to be very cooperative. There are two people we wish for you that we understand that you were planning to use for. He looks over to the smoking corpse. That please let them know that they no longer need to be needed for such things, and escort them out of here.
The sheriff's wife? Yeah,
And
anything you say.
child.
Oh, fuck. They took the kid? We told them not to. Okay, yep. We're on it. I promise. They both run past you, and you hear them sort of like go off into the distance, and you can assume that they have gone off into the jail cell.
Silver, I think you're a little bit too trusting with strangers.
Yeah, they could just kill them. And the door's locked anyway, so
They've openly said they don't want to try anything with us. So
Well, they're now not actually dealing with us. They are now dealing with an unarmed woman and unarmed child.
Well, all we can do is hope for the
It's
best now.
probably fine.
It's probably fine. Ah,
All right, you guys ready to press forward?
is there
How's
anything
everyone
left
looking,
of
by the
this
way?
thing?
What was that?
Rants
All right,
could be better.
Anyone need to take a quick break? Patch up some wounds?
I'm relatively unharmed, but don't expect me to do anything like what I've done before for a while.
What about you, Cecil? I know you still have your wild shape up, or what is it called? And it's gonna run out if we do a quick rest. But you do seem pretty hurt. So what do you think?
I don't think Cecil can talk at the moment.
Ah, okay.
I'll let you know, but like this is probably not the safest place to do a short rest. You for sure can try, but you are like literally in the middle of a working underground lair.
Fair, it's fair. So I guess we just push forward then. All right, grab what you need and let's go. Unless anyone wants to poke at the monster a little bit more.
You can check it out
Alright.
if you want. Like the creature itself has really got nothing on it of value. And considering you don't exactly know what it is, you don't know if there'd be any spell components or anything like that. So yeah, you can move on.
Anyone want to do something?
Oh.
Alright, anyone want to do something with this before I push it down the hole? No. All right. Can I just kick it down the hole then?
You see it falls. As it falls up, the hole just like closes over it as well, and it's gone. That is not going to be coming back.
All right. Perfect.
Cool. So you can see the guards came up from this area and said there's a door on your right that you can go through. There is also down here in the southern area what looks like another way in, but is on you where you want to be going.
I think we should just go straight to Flagstaff, unless you guys want to explore a little bit more.
Well, yeah, let's go to Glassstaff. Yeah, that's the
All right.
first time Mike is working in like 10 minutes. Excited.
Hey, we can hear you. Yeah.
Hey. Oh, nope, it's going again.
No, we can hear you.
We can hear you.
Can you hear us?
The problem is getting me to talk for some reason.
Oh. Sometimes I'm not sure if you're using your phone. Like you could join on your phone if that helps, or put on push to talk. We had this issue with one of the last games we were playing, and one of the players like literally it wouldn't work unless they had push to talk on.
A phone, but the problem is that I think since I have wireless headphones, it's not really sure where to input my microphone spot.
Oh,
So I'm like twisting and turning my phone, being like, "Where is the microphone technically?" Every
cool.
now and
I mean,
then,
for like a
every now and
wireless
then it's
thing
there.
like that, it would probably be like the earbuds themselves or the phone.
It's hardly working, so we're chugging through.
We'll get through. Okay, cool. So yeah, where are you all going to be heading?
I think we've agreed on going to Glassstaff,
Yeah,
right?
Glassstaff for sure.
All right.
Okay, sweet. So you, I'm gonna control you just so you don't end up. Oh no, you can get through the walls there. Actually, that's fine. So yeah, you can head up on through that area, and as you head on through, you see two main doors. You have a door to your left, as well as a door to the right as well. What do you want to do?
Wait, so there's a door here as well?
No, you can see. Sorry, I just realized there was like 2 weird lighting things. So as you go in, there's 2 doors down this corridor.
Oh, I didn't scroll to the left.
Yeah. So where do you want to go?
Perception. Yeah, can I make a perception check to see like where potentially noise is or certain voices is behind one of the doors? Like if I were to look for, I guess I don't know what glass staff sounds like particularly, but we have like, don't we know he's like human male or something? We get some
Yes,
sort of hallucination?
you can't hear anything though. Like through both, you wouldn't need a perception check through both of these doors. Like you can't really hear anything.
I don't really see a reason to go to the left because I mean we know Flagstaff is to the right side. Also, did you guys remember when the monster said that it was the patron of Flagstaff?
Is
They
I think
said
I
they
feel like we're
had a
gonna get
pact,
in
but I
there.
believe that was more
Yeah.
in terms of
So I think the other
Offer.
door has the red brands that he keeps by him. Because didn't that one red brand say that or whatever his name is, keeps a
Glass
couple,
staff.
like 3 to 4 glass staff, by him as like bodyguards, and we saw the 2 come out of this corridor. So presumably the other door is just like for them,
That makes sense.
right?
Yeah.
right.
Could be.
Either way, we know where Glassstaff should be.
Can
And
we barricade the left door by any means?
You have a spare javelin. You can bung it through one of the. There's like a. It's like a door that opens up, so you could jam it in there, and for sure jam that door if you wanted.
All right, I'll do that just in case then.
Okay, cool. And then you're gonna head through to the right one.
You guys ready to head through?
yep.
Yeah.
Let's go.
Okay, so you open the door. As you go in, you see a pretty nice living quarters. You see on the walls there is, tapestries. The chairs are kind of velvety and plush. There's a nice spread of food and some sort of arcane texts on the table. And then at the back, there looks like some form of alchemist's brewing station. So there is an assortment of ingredients. There's some sort of like glowing plants and stuff like that. And then there is like vials of bubbling liquid, and you can see that someone is in the process of brewing things like that.
Tober's gonna go and take another look at the text.
Yeah, you see that the book on the table is what at first glance looks like some sort of arcane novel almost. As you start to read it, you can see that it's pretty smutty, and it's like the equivalent of almost like a fan fiction, like a wizard fan fiction type thing. And you look, there's like some half-eaten meals on the thing, so you feel like whoever's reading there is clearly smart, but also reading some highbrow smut in their mind.
Well, I can definitely say this has
Something
value.
What you looking at?
Nothing.
Did Cecil investigate what potions were being brewed?
You can roll either Arcana or Nature if you would like to check out the.
Wait, glass staff's not here?
You can see as you enter this room on the right-hand side, there is also another door, a much larger, ornate door leading into another room, and you can see a light flickering underneath the door frame of that.
Can
To
I-
look at potions. So, oops.
Can I help Cecil?
I'm gonna look at the smut.
Who wants to help Cecil?
Oric does.
Auric, roll Arcana or Nature. Cecil, you look at that, and you're like, those are some potions. They're brewing potions.
Yes, I'm not an alchemist. Those are just potions. They have liquid in them.
Yeah, some of them are red, which you know often means like that looks like a health potion. Some of them are orange, which you can assume is a fire potion, and some of them are black, which you just assume is a nighttime potion.
Here, let me see, Cecil.
Auric, as you look through,
Wait, look for me, Ulrich, please.
you look at the plants more so than the potions, and you can see the majority of these plants, they're rare. Like, they are not from the local area, and they all have something to do often with like death, or like they all grow like in graveyards, on battlefields, that sort of thing. And some of them you haven't heard of, like being part of potions or alchemy. Some of them, make potent sleeping, and also potions that can like a smoke bomb type thing.
Be careful with any of those. I don't recognize a lot of the ingredients here. But
Okay, that's fair. Yeah, I'll maybe
take them
don't
just in
take
case.
them.
You
Well,
never know.
Yeah, I was
you're
gonna say
right.
take
Is
it. We
the
could use
thing.
them.
If we do take them, I'm gonna take the potions that I can.
I
You're-
have a supply. I have an alchemist supply kit. I can check it later on.
Okay, there are 3 potions at the moment. One is done. One is simmering and looks like a full potion that is cooking, and one is a half full potion that is simmering.
I take the completed one. Just
Okay.
the other two are gonna actually have full effect properties.
Okay, cool. Yeah, you take the full potion and just put mystery potion. This particular potion, the completed one, is an incredibly dark red, almost black, like really, really dark. And it looks kind of viscousy, like it looks thick, looks chewy.
Chewy.
Meanwhile, Tova and Nico
Very
are saying,
unappealing.
Look, I have heard of no spell that could do that to a person.
You're reading the book about the wizard with an incredibly massive brain and his many exploits.
Nice.
This is brain. Yep, brain.
Is
Yes.
it good reading? I might just take it for later to read.
as you're looking over there, you hear a click of the door, and all of a sudden, an older wizard opens the door. He is dressed in traditional wizard garb, because this is Dungeons and Dragons. He has a flowing velvet robe with stars all the way up it. He has a wonderfully pointy hat that has such a great peak at the top, and he is holding a staff that is completely made of glass. It seems incredibly bad to use as a staff, but who knows? Maybe it's not. He looks around and immediately takes pause and goes, What are you doing here? My potions! And then he looks at Nico and Tova. My porn! And he
Well, if it isn't the wizard with the massively big
Oh
brain.
no!
Oh wait, you guys were reading porn?
he
Oh,
looks
God.
he
In the
looks
middle of it.
Right now?
he
That is
looks
not
up,
appropriate.
draws a scroll
Oh, wait.
and throws it like on the floor. As he does, he like rips the magic from it, and you see or feel a huge explosion happen. All of you are immediately knocked prone, and you see him look around, quickly turn back, and sprint back into this room. And I'm going to first need you all to roll initiative.
No talking needed. Just the way I like it.
Initiative? I got something okay. Wow. For me, at least.
Okay, so I just deleted people's initiatives, which is bad. So Nico got 4, Auric 10, Cecil 11, Ransom 19, and Tova got 1, which is a 5. Okie dokie. So we're going to do things a little differently here. This guy is running away. So what we are going to do is a chase. The way this is going to work is you will be able to move your full movement if you want. If you want, you can take a full dash action, and that's fine. Or you can take a extra dash action, which will follow up, but I will require from you a special sort of saving throw or some sort, like a skill check, in order to be getting through that side of things. Okay? So at the top of the initiative is Ransom. It's going to take half your movement to stand up, but what are you going to do?
Wait. So you said to get through this door, I have to make like a saving throw thing?
So right
Oh, I
now,
can't even get there.
this guy is about 55 feet away from you. What's your movement?
30.
30. So you have, if you want to catch up to him as much as you possibly can, you can, without rolling anything, run 30 feet, or you can try and roll and catch up and then I'll give you 40 feet of movement.
Can I am I able to shoot him with a bow?
You can't actually see him.
Is there a place I can move where I can?
If,
oh no, because he went.
Yeah, he's gone through. If you want to try, but like if you run through there, you probably wouldn't be able to catch him.
Got it. If I can I use like dash? Would that just give me my normal movement?
Yeah.
Okay, then I'll do that.
Okay, cool.
I'll
So
scurry after him.
30 feet, you can go run through there.
Rogues also have cutting action, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Bonus action.
Yeah, so I would
Could I
give
do
you
that?
I'd give you another, because this is slightly different from like traditional initiative. I can give you another 20 feet of movement, which would get you up to, as you enter this door. So you run in, you see this is his bedroom. So you can see there is a chest on the floor that is open, and you can see some pretty cool trinkets in there. You look at like some sort of like there's some gold that you can spot in there. You can see some sort of weapons. On your left, you see a large bookcase with an arcane text that's floating. It has a load of weird diagrams and symbols on it. And then right at the back, you just see his cloak like coming round the corner as he runs through what looks like a secret passage and into this corridor. You can run up to here, this point here, if you wanted to cunning action.
Yeah, I'll do that. Might as
Okay.
well.
Cool. So you run up there. You can see him sort of like dashing away down this corridor. And Auric, that's you.
Okay, so I stand up, which is half movement
Yep.
speed, and I can move 10 feet.
Love that.
And then I can use I can dash.
You can
just
dash
continue
for another 20. Yep.
another 20.
And then if you want to get to where Ransom is, I will need you to roll an acrobatics check.
Might as well try. 23.
Yeah. So you like slide on the like the carpet, but use it almost as a surfboard. So as you slide, it slides with you. You slide an extra 10 feet, and you also pop around the corner, like slide it at the end, and you can spot this guy running away. Cecil.
Buddy.
Okay, so I gotta obviously stand up, so that's half my movement. So I'll start making my way over. I'll do the dash action too, so that's 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. And then
Okay.
you said that if I wanted to go any further, we'd have to do like an acrobatics check.
No, for you, if you want to go any further,
Oh.
I will ask for a nature check from you.
Oh. Can I can see the door, right?
Yeah.
Could I see him as he's leaving?
No, he's just around the corner.
Okay. Yeah, I might as well go for it then. Okay. Nature, nature, nature. Ah?
Cool. So you sense, the floor has been scraped by. You sense that this place is craving nature, and it's really easy for you to tap into that inner strength. As you do, you see two roots launch you an extra 10 feet over to the edge, and you can also spot this guy. Tovar, your shout, your turn.
Okay, so using 15 feet to get up,
Yep.
right?
Yep.
Then
Oh shit!
Wait.
Forgot about this.
Ross, I have a question.
Go for it.
Has it been 10 minutes since we defeated the thing?
No, I'll say it's been
Okay, so I still have symbiotic entity up.
You
Could
can
I
spores him.
theoretically Halo? Can I spores him?
Yeah, you can.
Okay, I want to spores him specifically. I will spores him. He needs to
Okay.
make a con 13 saving throw, by the way, or he takes the 3 damage plus whatever I do with my symbiotic entity.
all right, so your call. Do I get so with me having spent that 15 feet? 15 feet, I should have 30, and then using feline agility, I should have 30 feet of movement speed to get through the door.
So you get 60 feet with that. By the way, he fails that con save, so he takes 5 damage.
Okay. He takes 8 technically.
For my whole turn, I get double
Yeah.
speed. So
Holy shit. Okay, you
Oh, I was
can.
gonna let it.
Oh, go.
That it would be non-lethal. Sorry. Yeah,
Yep.
just non-lethal if I can.
Okay, cool. You hear him
Right.
scream from the out, like, "What is this?" And Tovar, you can blitz past. With your feline agility, with all of that, you can comfortably get past, get through, and make a grab at him if you would like. So you can either go to try and attack him or hold him, or anything else that you think of.
let's see. Realistically speaking, strength is something I'm not exactly that great at.
He is also a wizard, notoriously known for being incredibly good at strength.
Fair point. No, yeah, I'll go ahead and try it. No, I'll try and grapple him now.
Mhm.
So that'll be just a flat strength check, or
That is an opposed athletics check.
got it.
He got a 7. You got a 5. So you go to grab him. He just struggles out, and you can't quite keep him down.
All right. Well, then using whatever movement I can still use, I'm just going to try and get ahead of him to just kind of block him off
Okay, cool.
down here.
Nico.
Nico?
Oh, Nico, can you hear us?
Sorry, I was muted.
Oh,
All
also
right,
good.
so Nico is prone. He's gonna do a quick kick flip back up to get on his 2 feet. He's gonna start running, looks back at the table, and grabs the porn book real quick and pockets it.
Oh,
Okay.
You never know
can't
when you might
do
need it
that,
for later.
man.
So yeah,
Oh
he's gonna
no.
run 15 feet. He's gonna take his dash, and that gives me 30 feet or 50 more feet.
That will give you an extra 30 feet.
Okay.
So that'll get you to the entranceway right next to him.
All right, and once I reach this wall, can I like really jump at the wall, use my enhanced strength, and kick off the wall to try to go a little bit further?
Roll me an athletics check.
All right.
Yeah, you can do that. You
How much?
do you want to attack? What are you looking at doing? Are you looking at getting in front of him, or do you want to tackle him? Like, how do you want to? What are you looking at doing?
I just want to human missile him and try to like take him down or something. Maybe trip him up.
Okay. So, what you with this, you like hit the wall one side. You see him starting to run away, and you basically like jump up and push yourself off of the wall to grab him. He is going to roll a dex save, which he gets an 8 on. So you tackle him from the front, grab hold, knock him down these stairs to the feet of where Tovar is. You are on top of him, and he is fully restrained. And you hear him go, look, stop. I don't want anything. You beat me, please. Let's leave it be.
Are you crap. Flagstaff? Glassstaff?
I mean, most
Not anymore. I'm pretty sure it broke on the stairs.
most of my friends call me Iano, but the simpletons around here do call me Glassstaff because my crystal staff
Oh, everyone calls you
looks
Glass.
like glass.
Wait, wasn't Iarno the other dude who disappeared? Or am I just like insane?
I didn't disappear. I'm here. I've been here for a while.
The name does sound familiar. Was that the person Sildar was looking for?
Yeah.
At the
That's
mention
it.
Oh, hold on, sir.
at the mention of Sildar, he looks up, surprised, and goes, "Sildar is here. Why is he looking? There must be a completely. I don't know, Sildar. Must be a completely. Iano's a common name for wizards and other normal people that aren't wizards, so definitely not me. But anyway." Changing the subject, what can
Random's
I do
just
for
like,
you?
those vibes are suspicious.
Those vibes so suspicious. I'm making an insight check.
Yeah, you can roll insight.
You're sus, bro.
You can roll insight with advantage. That's when you,
I'll do
Yeah.
that. I will do that.
this guy,
Okay.
this guy is so dodgy. You do remember Sildar telling you about an Iano, and you remember when you were traveling back from the cave, him telling you about his old adventuring party, and one of his friends in that party was a wizard named Iano, and that was the entire reason he was coming, because he was meant to be meeting and like, you know, protecting him somewhere, like doing a job somewhere in Phandelver, and then went missing, and he thought he was abducted.
Hey, I guess I'm
Can
still on
I-
top of him. Hey, someone
Yeah.
help me tie this guy up. He's squirming too much.
Okay, if you really want
You-
us to do it. Yeah, I'll
Okay.
tie him up.
I
I'll
might as
tie
well
him up.
ask if you're in now.
Look, please don't tie me up. I swear, I'm totally fine. I won't run. I know due process. I know this looks kind of dodgy. I am somewhat the ruler of what again seems like a bit of a militia. I will assume you also killed my monster that comes from hell. Also doesn't look like good, but I swear, you don't need to tie me up. I'm totally fine. Just stand me up and I'll completely follow you.
What is your relation to King Krog?
He looks at you and goes, well, I mean, there's plenty of kings around. I'm a wizard. I helped many people. If you, here you go. If you get off me and we all come sit down in my lovely area, I can tell you my story and I'll answer all of your questions and then you'll leave me alone and we'll all get back to our lives.
Here's the thing, Yano. We wouldn't, necessarily be as opposed to that if the Red Brands weren't causing such a ruckus recently. So my question for you, Mr. Iano, is why are you exactly behind the Red Brands right now?
He sighs and says, I'm not going to get out of this, am I? Well, I was brought here. I came here for a job. You might be able to tell Sildar, me and him go way back. We're part of a larger network of ex-adventurers who will go and, solve problems, things like that. I was brought over here because there was an increasing amount of goblin and banditry activity. And, I was brought in to help by the townmaster, so to see if I could support. But on the way, I met a interesting figure who let me know of something else that I could be doing in exchange for, supporting this town and, building up the Red Brands to be its main force. They would get rid of the goblins and the bandits. They would provide me with ownership of this town. And all I needed to do for them was help point them in the direction of the mines that I know used to be around here. I thought that was a smashing idea. So all of the local ruffians got together. We all signed a treaty, and well, that's where we are. Look, if you get off of me, young man, I can take you, and I'm sure I can explain everything.
Where's the sheriff?
Who?
I think the sheriff's dead.
Did you feed Clint to the beast?
Who
I
is
thought we already knew that.
who is Clint? Look, I don't really
You really have no idea about the human sacrifice that's happening just outside of your office.
Well, I mean, I know the Nothic needed to be fed, but I don't care how that happens. Look, I just told the Red Brands to make sure that it was fed and it would protect us and, really just let them on their way. They have free reign of Phandelver and everyone leaves me alone. It seems pretty nice.
That is
This
where the
piece of
problem
shit.
is.
Yeah, I'm definitely tying this guy. I'm definitely tying this guy up.
Oh, please, my skin's so delicate. You tie him up. Where do you want to bring him?
Let's take him back to the office. I can't see anything in this light.
Okay, cool. So you all, you can all head back into the office. Auric, I see you are already digging through the desk. So while he's gonna take a seat on the bed, before we get into talking to him, does anybody want to investigate this room? This room is like a mage's home place. You can see the main areas of interest here. You have the desk with some papers around it. You have this floating arcane book, and you have some drawers. You also have a side table with some drawers in there, and this chest, which looks like it's full of goodies as well. Anyone
I
that is
sell for the
interested,
chest of trinkets.
yeah, anyone that is interested, please roll either investigation or perception, and we'll go one by one, starting with Auric.
After Oric does that, I'm gonna actually like directly look Ian in his eyes as I like go through his bedside table.
Cool. So Auric,
Investigation.
what are you looking for? Yeah, or investigation or perception. What are you looking for, Auric?
I was just looking for shiny things, really.
Shiny things specifically?
Yeah.
Okay, so looking through the desk, you you pour through some of the papers. You open some of the drawers. There's not a lot there. You do see an ornate paperweight, which you think would definitely be worth some value, and a letter opener that is also encrusted with jewels and stuff like that. But one thing does kind of spark your interest a bit. One of the pieces of paper does have the same spider stamp of the piece of paper that was seen in the cave.
I mean, Oracle will probably take the paperweight and the letter opener and also the letter.
Cool. Sweet.
I guess Tover's going to look at that book that you said was floating.
Okay. For that, you can either roll investigation or arcana. Oof. I'll give you advantage because
+4 is supposed to be there for a reason.
I'll give you arcana. I'll give you advantage for that. You can roll again because there's no stress. Yep. Okay. You look into this book, and you see it is a dark summoning book. So it is mostly written in order for people that are looking to summon unknown horrors, from other planes. It also has descriptions of how to travel to different planes as well. And you see it also, and the pages that he was specifically looking at is like how to build a gate of some sorts. Now, it is like, it's for high level wizards that are really, really smart, that have studied this for a really, really long time. So if you wanted to gauge more, you would need to be studying this. But on a cursory look from like the annotations and the things, you can see that it seems like they're trying, or at least he was researching, building some form of gate, building monolith, something that would have the potential to cross between realms or weaken the barriers between realms or something like that.
You better have some really good explanations for what this book is about.
He looks at you and like with fear and is like, I am only doing what I'm told. I am equally terrified, but that book is not for me. Cecil, what are you doing?
I was gonna look at the bedside tables, looking him directly in the eyes, and I got
Say
an
the
11 on
thorn isn't yours
perception.
either.
So you look through the bed table. He looks pretty embarrassed. You see like socks, underwear, things like that. But you give the bottom, like the drawer, a little knock, and you do see that it's hollow. And as you open it up, you see a gold medallion of some sorts. Now, in it is a sparkling gem that looks like it has something in it. And it's like wrapped in socks and something like that.
I'm gonna turn to Iano with the amulet. What is this?
Are you picking the amulet up?
Oh, the way that you said that makes me think that I don't want to. Can I pick it up with a sock wrapped around it? Like
Yeah, you can.
I don't want to directly touch it.
Yeah, sure.
So I'll pick it up with a
But you would have to
sock
touch the
wrapped
sock,
around
though.
it.
Yeah, do you
Don't
really want
even
to touch
mention
this?
that.
He
Yeah.
he
Yeah.
looks at the amulet and with kind of fear and goes, "Don't touch that. That is how we communicate with our benefactor. They cannot know you are here for all of our sakes."
And the benefactor is King
Yes.
Frog, isn't it?
Yes. I would quite agree with that. What do you say, Iona? Does that
Who?
sound right to you?
That oath? Absolutely not. I wouldn't I wouldn't be caught working for him in a million years. Look, let me explain. And just before he does explain, just so we oh no, we have two more. Let him explain first, and then we'll let Ransom and Nico have a look through as well. Look, there is as I'm sure you know, a lot going on in this area. Before I came, there were no real factions. There was the town of Phandelver that's been here for ages. Up in one of the local areas of Wyvern Tor, there's a bandit camp that really has just popped up and was starting to raid the local area. It's a combination of orcs and men, and they are incredibly strong. They keep on, they've been targeting a lot of gold transfers and trading routes along the area. You also have the goblins. For some reason, they think they're human, and they're led by King Groll. He is just a fat goblin who thinks he's better than everyone, but they're holed up in the old castle. They have created their own fantasy, to be honest. They call themselves the Knights of Cragmore. He calls this Cragmore Castle and is laying claim to this area as his birthright. He's honestly disgusting, but they've amassed a large army and was really starting to cause a trouble, and that's why I was called in to help support Phandelver. Before I got here, I met a drow woman who offered me a chance at greatness. She's been searching for the forge of spells in the local area and said if I could help her, then she would give me Phandelver. She'd already brokered some form of peace, so we met with all of the leaders. I met with Groll. I met with the leader of the bandits at the time, as well as myself. And, we just call her the Black Spider. But I met with the drow. We sat down, we negotiated terms, and at the end, we all signed an agreement that we would keep this area safe between each other. We would all own certain parts, and my job here was to monitor Phandelver, protect it, and keep it, under our thumb while we waited for some dwarf or dwarven brothers to come through with, apparently we're waiting for a map and a key. Once all that's sorted, the town's mine, everything's great.
Well, I will say then, while you do not seem to want to associate yourself with this King Grodd, I will say I'm fairly sure you both actually do work under the same forces of these drow and this black spider.
Look, the Black Spider, she's powerful. I've seen her do incredible things. But that, and he points at the medallion, that is the real trouble. She answers to a higher power, and this allows us to check in and say what our, update on anything that we've done. But it is a dark power. I don't even know, and I don't want to know where any of this leads, but I'm doing my part. I'm getting rich, and I'm getting the hell out of this town. In the meantime, just in terms of checking,
Okay,
Ransom, you rolled a 19. Where are you ruffling through?
I want to search through his box of shiny things
Okay.
and look for shiny things.
There's a lot of shiny stuff in here. There is piles of gold. There are trinkets and small, like nice looking loot. You can tell that he was given like the cream of the crop of like bits and bobs, like trading things that the red brands have come through. There is also a wand item looking in there. And there is also a gilded dagger. You can see that it's fully curved and then hooked at the end. It has a completely black blade and a mahogany, like dark wood handle or hilt, and it has gold veins running all the way through it to the tip, which then has a golden spider tip on the base.
So that was a dagger?
It's a dagger. It's a dagger. Yes.
I will take that. It's mine. It's gonna be my tail dagger.
Okay.
Now I have 4 daggers.
For the dagger, you see for all intents and purposes, this is a +2 dagger. That has something interesting happen when you hit, and something even more interesting happen when you crit. But for now, if you want to add it to your inventory, add +2 dagger, and then you can investigate it like on a long rest, or you're gonna have to use it if you want to see what it does.
Okay. Cool.
Nico,
Thanks.
are you going to be doing anything?
Yes. Would I know how wizards work? Could I look for his spell casting foci and his spell book?
Oh, with your family, yes, you would. You pat him down, and you see in his like one of his robe's pockets is a focus orb. You see it is a crystalline orb about fist sized, with a thunderstorm in the middle. You can see like it's as if they've trapped the literal weather in this, and it's roaring. There's lightning and things from there, and you would know that this is an arcane focus of some sorts. And you can also see on his bed what looks like a very innocuous like leather binded book. As you open it up, the leather falls off, and you can see it was a cover for a very intricately covered with stars and moons spell book.
All right. I guess I'll just spend time looking through the spell book, notice if there are any weird spells. And do we also know what happened to his glass staff when I tackled him?
He's still holding it.
Oh, I guess I'll take it that from him too, just to be safe.
Take a staff as well. Okay. Cool. So he looks around at you and he says, "Look, I know the game's up, but I also know my rights. You're not going to just kill me and slaughter me here. That would be mindless violence. Who would just walk into a room and kill anything? So I surrender. Take me out, and I'll go speak to the town master. I'll go explain myself, and I will stand trial for my crimes. But I know I really haven't done much wrong, so I'm sure that they'll be a little lenient."
Okay, first thing I think we should do we want to check up on Nars and Nilfa?
Yeah, well, do any of you want to do anything in these other rooms at all?
Guess since we got everything sorted out, Tover's going to break off just to see what the other room had in it.
Yeah,
Down there.
this one in here, you've kind of already had a little bit of a look. Oh, you want to have a look into the other room below?
Yeah.
Yeah. So what we'll do is I won't ask you to like walk through all of these other places or anything like that. You can have a little look around. That specific room was guarded by those red brands that came down. You tie glass stuff up. You do bring all of the other things. So just to let you know, you still have a unknown wand. You also have 150 gold and 150 silver pieces that were in the treasure chest. Ransom has taken the dagger though. You take his arcane spell book, the thing he was reading. You bring him up. As you pass by, you also see the jail. You see those two red brand bodyguards like standing outside the door, like, oh, we actually don't have keys, so couldn't get in anyway. Ha ha ha. You unlock the door, bring out Naz and Nilsa, and as you make your way up and out, you walk through the tap house. You you can see that there is people kind of staring at you, but you're with the boss, so you know what's up at that point. And you make your way back out into the Phandelver streets and over to the town master's office. And as you bring Iano in, Harbin looks up in shock, and Sildar stands up and says, Iano, what are you doing here? Iano looks at him and goes, I'm sorry, old chum, but it was me, Glassstaff, all along. He goes and sits down in one of the jail cells, and the town master and Sildar look up at you and go, what the hell happened?
Okay. So we went into the Red Brand's hideout. We took out a really big monster. We managed to save the sheriff's wife and kid. I think the sheriff's dead. We couldn't find him. And at the end of it all, we found your old friend Sildar. He was behind it all along. I think we think he struck a deal with the Dark Elf in order to take control of Phandelver for profit.
Sildar looks defeated, and he looks over, and he's like, you used to be so noble, old friend, and now look, making contracts with petty criminals? You're better than this. We all are. He looks at you, and he says, thank you. Look, I'll take it from here. You all look pretty knocked up. Let me speak to everyone. I can see if we can get this sorted. I'll see if we'll find some new leadership for the Red Brands. Go back to the Stonehall Inn, have a night's sleep, and we can discuss what we're going to be doing in the morning. Do any of you want to ask any questions or speak to him or anything like that?
Well, okay. So what's to stop like the black spider or whatever her name is from just making another deal with the new leader of the Red Brands?
I agree. I assume you explained, you went in detail about all of the stuff you found. Is that right?
Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah.
Look, I agree. I feel that this is bigger than I expected, but I think the main issue is we need to deal with this spider. if they're after the Forge of Spells, well, the only person I know that knows both the location and how to get in is Gundren. If you're saying that the goblins are in cahoots with them, then I feel like we have to go and speak to the goblins and see if they still have Gundren. The townmaster Harbin also pops up and says, also, the bandits in the area, if they know something has happened, they'll come back here. So, not as urgent, but if you can go and clear out and speak to them, I would be eternally grateful.
There's always another problem cropping up.
Yep.
Sildar laughs and says, that's the life of an adventurer.
But it's the problem that we've been meaning to get to, isn't it?
Yeah. Anyway, we found we found this staff and this book on Yano. Do these look familiar, Sildar?
No, I can't say I've seen anything like this before. You can leave them here, and I'm more than happy to have a look through them and do some research. There might be something in one of the archives here. He looks over at Iano and says, or my old friend could help. And Iano sort of looks down and goes, well, maybe I could be persuaded to help if what's in it for me. And Sildar sighs and holds his hand in his head and he says, I can try and get some more information if you'd like.
Appreciate it. And if I leave, I'll give him the staff. But if I leave the book here, can I come back sometime later tonight, before bed, and study it with him? The spell book, not the board book.
The spell book,
Yeah.
as in the arcane spell book sort of thing.
Yeah.
The one that he uses to memorize his spells and stuff like that.
Yeah.
You can keep that. He more cares about the spell book, the research book of the planes and stuff like that. If you want to study the arcane spellbook in yourself, that is something that you would do self-study, as you're sleeping or when you're lying down for night and stuff like that.
Okay. All right. Perfect.
Cool.
Anybody else got any questions for Sildar or Yano?
Okay.
All right then.
So we you head back outside. You all look pretty beat up. You're pretty tired. You can head straight to the inn and go. It's starting to become evening, and head to bed now. You can wander around and do any other things if you wanted. You could even set off to the castle if you did want that. But what are you all thinking of doing?
I'm pretty tired. You guys want
At this point, it'd probably best if we just got ourselves together or hit the inn for a long rest.
Yeah, Ransom needs a long rest. Very much.
Okay.
Very much so.
Cecil, I saw you were
stretch a little.
typing as well. Can you speak, or is it not working?
They said their mic wasn't working.
Oh,
Again,
okay.
so they're just going to be quiet for the rest of the thing.
Love that.
Okay.
Classic. Feel free to type what you want to say, and I'll assume this. Oh, long rest. Okay.
Yeah, I could go for some R&R and turn in for the night.
Okay. Auric, anything else?
No, let's head to.
Okay. So you wander down the road to the inn. Just before you do get there, you see a small, somewhat familiar face running up to you in the in the street. And as it gets closer, you see the form of a goblin. And as you get even closer, you see Bumpkin, the goblin that you released all the way back in episode 1. He is wearing a small blue like buttoned up shirt and a blue flat cap with a letter on it that on the top says Arcane Postal Service. He runs up. Oh, hey guys, it's me again. I work for the post office now. I left you, tried to ambush a group of wizards. They killed me, and sold my soul to the demon of post. Turns out, pretty nice job. I do get benefits, but I'm your personal postman now. And he looks up at you, Nico, and says, and I've got my first parcel. He picks up this bag, opens the bag, and like falls in like almost completely, and you hear rummaging and muttering to itself. And then he pops out with a package, and he goes, delivery from what looks like your parents. He passes it to you, and it is. Oh, go.
I was just gonna look at him and like, what the hell? And how does he smell, by the way?
Really bad. Still really, really, really almost worse somehow. But like not good. He's clearly like running everywhere now as well, so he's very sweaty.
Oh my god. A pumpkin! Hello, pumpkin!
Oh!
I fixed my microphone just for you, pumpkin!
Hi there, big speaking plant. Nice to see you again. Thanks for saving my life.
I'm so sorry that you died afterwards, but I'm so happy to see you, pumpkin.
So Nico, you see on top of it there's a little note that just says, we've got your letters. If you insist on doing this, we thought we could help. And then signed M/D, mum and dad. Yeah, you can open it. Or
Nice
you can
of them. I guess I'll wait until we go into the bar and celebrate a little bit and do it there. And I just say, thanks, pumpkin.
My pleasure.
Might as well give him something for his trouble. So I guess I'll tip him 1 gold.
Wow. He looks at it and goes, wow, this is an entire eternity's earnings. Thank you. Pockets it, puts his sack, his swag bag on his back, looks up, clips his feet, and then literally just is zapped up in the air in a thing of light.
I think the Demon of Post needs to work on his labor laws.
I mean, he's a demon.
Oh, I'm so glad he has a job now. It's hard most times.
I don't think that's a job. I think that's eternal servitude.
I mean,
hey,
it's still kind of a job.
He did bring him to life. He owes him something.
Well, he shouldn't have gone around trying to ambush a bunch of wizards again. We're nice, and he took the gift and decided to.
So.
Nico's just gonna shake his head. I need a drink after this.
So you all head to the bar. You celebrate. You talk to Bart. Drinks are on him. For dealing with the red brands. You know everyone cheers. Like everyone is having a really good time for once. The weight is feels like it's being lifted off of regular folks' shoulders, and that things might be turning a new leaf in Phandelver. Is there anything specific, and if you wanted to do while partying? Because if not, we will, everyone can head off to bed.
Or I did want to see what that letter was.
Yeah. You can read through the letter when you're all together from there. Essentially, what it is a contract. So you can see that it's, we, the local warlords, all agree to the following contract. There will be no, and it essentially says like there'll be peace between the 4 main, factions. No one, everyone is going to own their own thing, and then on completion of the task, which is something to do with the forge, it then highlights that the bandits are going to be given riches beyond compare and will then move away from the local area. Glassstaff will have Phandelver to himself, and the Red Brands will be the owners. You see King Groll will be officially recognized as the land's ruler, and Cragmore Castle will be rebuilt to its former glory. And then you have the Black Spider, just a stamp that says ownership of the Forge of Spells. And you can see there are signatures on the bottom of this contract between all four parties.
And what are the names of the parties?
You have in a scribble writing just the word that says Groll. You have a stamp of the spider. You have a long flowing writing that says Iano. And then you have a kind of written scroll with a name of Jacobin.
Jacobin. Okay.
You can deduce that
The
that's
name
probably something to do
Jacobin.
with the bandits. Cool. Anything
so
else?
These are our players, huh?
There you go, buddy.
Can I open my package?
Yeah, so you'll head up to your rooms. You'll lie down. And you can open up your package. In it, you see what looks like some weird arcane device. So it's it looks like a leather strap with magical crystalline thoughts leading to a middle crystal power point. And it looks like something you could strap onto your arm that would help with something, but you'd need to play around with it a little bit more just to see exactly what it does.
Awesome.
Cool.
Can Cecil and I investigate our orb, or do we have to wait still?
You can investigate your orb if you both roll an intelligence check.
Ransom's not very smart. Oh.
Yeah, that orb is just still there, being an orb.
Hey, you know what? Orbs are great. We'll take the
Wow.
orb.
It's real ball-like.
I had a question though about the orb.
Yeah.
So, at a long rest, we can do something with it, right? Involving, I think, inspiration or something.
So as it's a long rest, you can actually search for it. At the moment, it just allows you to not become exhausted.
Okay.
Every long rest, you can ponder it, and if you get the DC, you can unlock what it does next.
To me.
But you did not do that this time. Cool.
Listen, man,
Not very
it's hard
smart.
being intelligent and dumb at the same time.
Yeah. So you all you go to bed. And before we finish up, we're going to zoom in on Auric. Auric, you fall asleep. You fall into your normal dreams, and then notice that you seem more awake than normal. The world slowly starts to fade, and you feel a little worried. You're asleep but awake. There's nothing that you can see, and you feel something watching you from behind. As you turn around, you sense this huge sense of being, and two huge eyes open in the darkness, and you see a shadow of a gigantic ancient black dragon, and it snarls. Welcome. I have been watching you for a long time. It is about time that we met.
Hi there. I don't know what to say. Nice to meet you. What's your name? My dad always told me to be polite, so
You feel your sleeping body have a heat where your amulet that you got from your dad is growing hotter and hotter on your physical body. You still can't wake up, and you lock eyes with this enormous dragon. And it says, "My name is Tendergast. I have been watching you and your family for many years. You have something I need, something that belongs to me."
is this a threat?
It chuckles. I promise you, if you knew what if I was threatening you, you would know. This is a gift. We cannot meet just yet, but in time I will need you. I will need you. I will need your friends. Take this gift as protection and come to me when we next speak. And you see a light slowly rising, and you open and see yourself on an empty plane, completely empty apart from this enormous dragon. You've read and understand a little bit about them. This is 200 feet long, like the size of multiple buildings high. It is enormous, and it opens its mouth, and you see this huge flaming fire start to broil up in its throat. And as it explodes in front of you, you immediately wake up. But we stay in that dream sense for a second as the dragon turns its eyes to Ransom, who has been watching this whole thing. "And you, little one, I see you there. I am sorry for what has happened to you, but know this, you do have gifts, and I have answers." And it lifts up one giant claw, picks you up in its giant claw, and blows you away. And Ransom, you also wake up.
Well, shit.
And
Ransom,
that
are you okay?
is
Come
where
on.
we're going to end our session.
Oh no.
Thank you very
Yeah.
much, everybody, for playing. Also, you're all now level 3. You made
Hell
it.
yeah.
You did it. Hooray, hooray, hooray. Next session will be in 2 weeks' time. Back to the normal schedule. And wow, we have a lot of stuff to do. There are multiple players that we know. It seems like this story is unraveling. For everyone watching, join us again in a couple of weeks to see what happens. But it was a pleasure playing, and I'll see you all in a little bit.
Yeah.